Hi to the members of the community. I had a dialogue with an instructor. That's all I ever do is talk about martial arts, think about it like you. About his one of his four job duties. The four job duties of every school owner is money management, marketing and promotion, staff training, and learning a new job. This was about staff training. This person's kind of a one-man show right now and is starting to cultivate a group of people to help him. Young people mostly, like many of you have around your school. So I reminded him that if you take every piece of the puzzle that's your school and set it aside and pull out just that one thing, which is helping young people to help you, that one thing alone is worth hours and hours of thought and descriptive work of talking about it and understanding what it is that you do when you take a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, and you start to introduce them in how to manage a business, how to help people, how to take complaints, how to have a discerning eye about what's safe and what isn't, how to clean up, how to organize time, how to make other people feel good. Did I mention solve problems? Did I mention take complaints? Did I mention all the little things that make up someone who, when they contribute to a business or when they start their own business, it helps them be successful? Well, you've created this safe environment where kids get to come in and be taught and most importantly, beyond being taught, is get to practice things that encompass leadership and organization and management. And so by the time a child goes through your training program, be it a lot of hands-on hours in the class of assisting and being in the class and hearing you talk about everything from how to open and close the school or keep the bathrooms clean or how to help somebody or how to take a complaint, by the time that kid who's worked with who knows how many hundreds or maybe even 1,000 other people, by the time this kid gets into the workforce, what a leg up they have. These people are pre-trained. They come in with a skill set that almost nobody else has ever even bothered to work with them on, And there you are, as you're teaching them martial arts, they're getting all this information in the periphery of that. And it gives them a leg up. In fact, many of the kids who won't remember your forms will remember through habitual practice things that help them in their own career, if they have a business or if they work with someone else. These are things that you need to learn how to describe because they're a huge value, and you are an important part of the tribe, the village of people that helps these kids to learn coping skills. Like, for example, what if you taught kids not only how to deal with conflict in the most appropriate fashion, but how to enjoy it, how to expect it, how to invite it in. And instead of letting it, become a negative thing, learning how to turn every conflict, like we do a match, into something into mutual benefit, our benefit and ideally mutual benefit. What if you taught somebody at a very young age, and they got to practice it hundreds and hundreds of times, how to give themselves to someone else, how to really make somebody feel good by, being genuine and honest, but also learning how to give praise and help people in all sorts of ways, the body language of it, the skill set of it. See, what you do with kids on the mat who come to help may at first seem like it's self-serving. Oh, they help me teach class. But my friend, remember, you're teaching and giving these kids an opportunity to practice things that will benefit them for the rest of their lives. And you would do well to put some thought time in to just that piece of the puzzle. Put it out and, it's like selling a really nice car. You don't just put an ad, I have a car for sale. That's how most people describe their leadership. Oh, we have a leadership program and it does a few things. You want to talk about that car. You want to talk about where it came from, what's special about it, how pristine it is, and what it does. And that's what sells the program. Likewise with your leadership skills, whether that person's officially a leadership member or just sits in the periphery of the work you do. Man, there's so many things that come out of that work. And I don't think, on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being your best, that any of you describe what you do with kids and what they learn at a level of 5 or better. And so, a good time thought on it. See, if you can't describe it and you don't understand it, you don't recognize it or see it or appreciate it or understand what you're doing, even if it's not the main part of your sales pitch, if you don't know that, then how would you ever communicate it? You have to take the time and write about it and think about it. You can call me at any time if you want to sit down and really talk about what's happening in just that piece of the puzzle. Because I think it's like an untapped well. It's something that parents don't even think about when they come to you. It's things that kids aren't even aware of. And only until you guide them to the place, because you're the sensei, right? The one who's been there before, can you help them to appreciate, you know? It's like being in a stand of trees and saying, these are just a handful of the most ancient trees left on the planet Earth. At one time, there were thousands of these, and they've been harvested and cut, and these are the last ones. Look at them carefully. Appreciate them. Look at the beauty of them. When you see something like that, or this, God hope we never have to say that, this is the last of this species, and all of a sudden people stop and look. You have to be able to point out what's important, what's valuable while it's happening. So that's my talk. You know, it's more work in your plate, but man, if you want to build value in your program and have people really have the aha moment about what your school does that's beyond the obvious, these are skills you want to have and practice.